Hello guys, in this video we are going to discuss about hydration reaction of alkynes catalyzed by mercuric ions. So if you consider a typical example, then the reaction conditions will be the presence of catalytic amount of mercuric ion, which is in most cases in the form of mercuric sulfate, in catalytic amount in presence of dilute sulfuric acid, and the temperature is 60 degrees centigrade. So these reaction conditions will afford the corresponding keto compound of the alkyne which we have chosen for the reaction purpose. If we choose acetylene, then the same reaction condition will provide us acetaldehyde. And using any other alkynes which is internal alkyne will give us the corresponding keto compound. Only acetylene gives us the aldehyde which is acetaldehyde, and any other alkyne, irrespective of its terminal or internal character, they will provide the corresponding keto compounds after the reaction. So now let us consider the reaction mechanism for this hydration reaction catalyzed by mercuric ions. So initially the mercuric ion will form or will undergo a interaction between the pi electron cloud of the alkyne system. So we can represent it like this. This is an example of pi complex. We can also represent it like this. Okay, so do not confuse this with the intermediate oxymercurinium ion which was found to be in case of oxymercuration reduction reaction. In that case, the mercury was in +1 oxidation state where the carbon-mercury single bonds were fully formed in the intermediate, but here it is not a fully formed carbon-mercury single bonds in this particular intermediate. So that's why the +2 charge will stay on mercury center. So now what will happen, you can see that these two carbon atoms are unsymmetrical. So here an alkyl group is attached with this carbon, and here only a hydrogen atom is there. So now we can see that the pi electronic cloud of the alkyne is being pulled by this mercuric ion. So this will result in a partial positive charge over these two carbon atoms. So between these two carbon atoms, this carbon atom will develop more partial positive character than this carbon atom. Why this is so? Because here a alkyl group is present which can stabilize this more partial positive charge by electron donating inductive effect. So that's why this carbon center will develop more partial positive charge on it, and then attack by the nucleophilic water molecule will take place at that particular carbon center which is more partial positive in character, and then this partially formed carbon mercury bond will break and the intermediate will eventually produce another intermediate which is this one. Now the mercury will be reduced and the +2 oxidation state will now become +1. And then this oxygen which is positively charged will be neutralized by leaving 1H+, which will result in the formation of this particular intermediate then a proton will attack this carbon Mercury single bond, and the bonding electron pairs in this particular carbon Mercury single bond will be utilized to form the new carbon hydrogen bond, and thereby the Mercury plus ion will leave the system as Mercury 2 plus ion. And this is very important since we have taken the Mercury 2 plus in catalytic quantity, so it must unchanged after the reaction is complete or its role is complete in catalyzing a particular reaction. So here Mercury 2 plus is involved in the initial steps, and after its role is over, it is also coming back as Mercury 2 plus. So we don't need to put any oxidizing agent to reoxidize the Mercury catalytic species, or we don't need to use the mercuric sulfate in large excess. So this is the reason why we have taken Mercury 2 plus as a catalyst. So then this enol will form in the reaction mixture, which will eventually undergo a tautomerization. So this OH bond will break, and this carbon-carbon double bond will also break, and this H plus will be abstracted by the negative charge which is formed on this carbon center, and this will be the final product, which is a ketone obviously. So this is the mechanism of mercuric ion catalyzed hydration of alkynes. So one interesting aspect of the reaction is that there is no formation of any carbocationic intermediates. Since if we consider the formation of carbocation, which will be the case if we replace the mercuric ion catalyzed condition by simple acid catalyzed hydration condition, then this will result in the formation of a very unstable carbocation. The carbocation will be like this, where this carbon is sp2 hybridized and the positive charge will be placed on a sp2 orbital. So this is a very unfavorable situation, and eventually this will be converted into another carbocationic species, where the sp2 hybridized carbocationic center will be now converted in a sp hybridized state, and the vacant p orbital will now accommodate the positive charge. So although in our first glance this carbocation seems to be very stable than that of this carbocation, but both of them are relatively very higher in energy in terms of normal carbocations like this. And that's why their formation will be very unlikely. And for that reason, normal acid-catalyzed hydration reaction of alkynes either require very high temperature or very harsh reaction conditions, or a metal cation as catalyst, which will essentially activate the triple bond in order to perform the hydration reaction. So in this case, mercuric ion is playing that particular role. Okay. So this is the case when an unsymmetrical alkyne is subjected to mercuric ion catalyzed hydration. So if we choose acetylene, which is symmetrical, then the same reaction will follow. Here also the pi complex will form, and since here both the carbon atoms are attached with similar atom, which is hydrogen in this case, so the partial positive charge will develop in same amount on both of these carbon atoms, and this will make both of these carbon atoms equally electrophilic in nature. and attack by the nucleophilic water molecule either at this carbon center or that carbon center will make the same intermediate, which is this one. Eventually one proton will get out from the system and Mercury will be replaced by the proton, and the Mercury will also come out from the system as Mercury 2+, and we will eventually get the corresponding enol as the intermediate. This will essentially be tautomerized, and this aldehyde will be our final product. So you can see that what will be the mechanism for the hydration of acetylene. So acetylene is the only compound or only alkyne which produces aldehyde after hydration reaction. For other alkynes which are internal in nature, like this one, okay, let us consider this acetylene, this alkyne, and if we perform the same reaction, first step will be the formation of the pi complex, and here also these two carbon atoms are symmetrical in nature, or rather attached with same group which is methyl, so they will be possessing the same partial positive character, and that's why they will be similar electrophilic nature, and water molecule can attack either this center or this center, which will lead to the formation of the same molecule, or rather the same intermediate, which will be this one. And here also, after giving up one proton and replacing Mercury with a proton, will give us the enol form, and this enol form will immediately tautomerize to produce the corresponding keto form. So this will be our product in case of internal alkynes, right? So the mechanism is clear now. Okay, that's it. If you like this video, then please subscribe to this channel. It will help me a lot to produce new videos. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.